Oh, Sue Surf said this and he lied. Does way more views than Jim's covering Hollow the Don and DNA.
Yo, what up, though? It's your boy DME. All right, boys, let's get into this. So, salute to Matthew Stafford. This is the closest that Detroit will ever get to a Super Bowl. All right, I'm a long lost Lions fan of 40 some odd years, and what do we have? One playoff win in that span. My dad's when I was young, he went through years of depression about this and said, "One day, son, the Lions, when you get older, will win a Super Bowl." And I'm older, sir. Anyways, but so Sue Surf and Big T, they are obviously on Spaces. That's where they live. Well, Sue Surf at least, and clocking in, putting in his time, putting in his work for the culture. He loves the culture. He just loves it. So, and now the bloggers get brought up again. They just love to talk about the bloggers. Now, I don't consider myself a blogger. I don't consider myself media. I wear a couple of hats. I'm a fan first, and then I'm a fan second. Well, fan first, but I'm more. I like to cover the business end of battle rap because that's how my mind works. And there's a lane for that. There's a lane for that. There's a lane for everything. There's a lane for only fans who blog, for fans who blog and only want to talk about the bars. There's a lane for everything. And if I'm not your lane, then don't watch me. It's cool. I'm not gonna have any hurt feelings over it or get sad or depressed because you're not watching me. I'm not doing this for a living. If this was my living, I wouldn't. I don't think I'd do anything different, but I would be more consistent with it. That's definitely for sure. But it's not. You know what? This is fun for me, and I like to talk about the business aspect of everything I'm involved in. When it comes to gaming, when it comes to everything I'm involved in, I like the business aspect of it. Sorry if that hurts your feelings, but it is what it is. Anyways, so and then there's other bloggers that don't. That there's 90% of the other bloggers don't talk about that stuff. So there's a can we have a couple of us? Can we have a couple of DMEs? All right, without everybody crying. But anyways, let's just take a quick listen because this is
Dropping on YouTube.
they're leaving DME speechless. If that can you believe? Like I don't know what else to say. Big T especially. Big T especially. We got Jim's up there. We got Sue Surf. We got Polo, LTBTR, BRC. Rita, and Cola and some others. So let's hear what they have to say.
Nothing's dropping on YouTube. So that's what it was. It was to open up the market again for YouTube and people who don't got the app. We could do that. The app's $8
So okay, so what did
forever.
so
But
Jim?
it is what it is.
So what didn't
Motherfuckers
drop
ain't
on
paying
YouTube? What
for
you
it.
talking about?
No, they
Nah, the
talk about
fact that
when you-
niggas crying for YouTube, but what niggas gotta understand with that, Gems, is this. What makes sense for a league owner that's not making that much off of YouTube drop? Yeah, it benefits you, but you are a product that I'm paying now to do a service for me. It ain't just you going on YouTube. If that's the case, like they say, go battle a nigga and then just put it out on your own YouTube. Let's see if it pop like that. Why you gotta
but we
wait on
talk about
URL?
Midnight Madness though. Midnight Madness came out. The way Surf promoted it was like this
Right.
shit for the
No,
people. Like it's his own
That was
lane and
FT.
all that.
No.
So
No, let me correct Jim's there, and I'm sure Surf is going to correct him because Surf can never let that slide. No, it's not. It's never been promoted. Oh, it's been promoted for the culture, that's for sure, but mainly promoted for the battlers, and that's where my problem is with this whole thing. It's not about the fans. My issue has never been about the fans. The fans are gonna get what they're gonna get. As a fan watching this, I love it. I love it. It's fun. It's fun. It's fun. I understand why they're all caught up in it. As a battle rapper, I don't understand this at all. Like at all. This is it's beyond insanity that a battle rapper has agreed that the loser makes no money in a job that we're doing. This is a job. Battle rap's a job now. It's a business, so this is my job. So now I can come to my job and not get paid anything if I lose for some random judges to decide when I believe 2 out of the 3 decisions so far were wrong, right? And then the winner gets a way less amount than I would have gotten if I would have battled on URL and lost. And the payment I get for that is a YouTube drop. A YouTube drop. This is insanity. Half these battle rappers made nothing, allegedly, because, who knows that? They just be lying. But I can only go with what's being said, right? Half these battle rappers got nothing. The other half got about $2,000 to $2,500 and a belt. A belt. And they get exposure on a URL app. That it makes no exposure on a URL app. A URL YouTube channel. That doesn't even make any sense, bro. That's not replacement for payment. I'm sorry. You should be getting both. You should be getting properly paid for your work. We're always talking about the battle rappers. They don't own nothing. They don't own their residuals. They don't own nothing. They don't own their rights. They do all this work and then they give it to everybody else makes the money off of them. We're always talking about that, and Midnight Man has had a chance to change that. All right, to actually make it what Tsu Surf said for the battlers when it's literally for the league. Everything being done here is in URL's benefit, 100%. They get free content made, all right, at little to no cost. They get, all right, and they're getting it all hyped up too. So they're actually, do you know how many app subscriptions they probably got after these Midnight Madness drops? That's all URL's money. That's all their money. Do you know, even if you're limited on ads on YouTube, you're still making something. It's still something. Pay a few bills, right? There's still limited ads. And you get 100,000 views, you might make a little bit. You still get a little bit, and it brings more exposure to them, and more exposure to them that brings more people to the app. The more YouTube drops they make, like I've been saying, the more people will actually go to the app. So it's a win-win, super win for the league. Super win. And what do the battlers have to show for it? Half of them are broke. Bill Collector said he's minus $350 in the bank account. You guys made URL into this all haven. You constantly big them up and praise them and praise them and praise them. It makes me believe that you actually work for them behind the scenes to do that. I think they pay you off a little something. I think that they're clearly funding this. If they're not, then you're insane. You're a terrible businessman. If they're not, you're a terrible businessman and a great man. You got a great heart doing this out the kindness of your heart. You're just a great guy. Just a great guy. He could be just a great guy. I don't know. Maybe he is. Maybe he is just a great guy. He could be both. But you could be a great guy and a great businessman at the same time. You made bad business moves here with their product, because even if you did do this out of your own pocket, the fact that you just gave away all the footage to URL shows you screwed it up, and bad businessman. You could have released this on your own YouTube page. It's not about we're the fans. I'm not a fan when I'm talking to you. I got to keep reiterating that. Fans, yeah, it doesn't matter if they watch it on URL or if they watch it on Midnight Madness YouTube page. It doesn't matter to them. Absolutely, 100%. I'm talking to you as a businessman. I'm talking to you like look at me as like I'm a manager of one of these battle rappers. I'm a manager. Fine. Whatever you want to look at me. Fine. Or don't look at me at all. Just don't listen to me. That's fine too. No big deal. I don't force anybody to listen to me. But you could have dropped this on your own YouTube channel, all right, and built that up, and you would have probably got almost the same amount of views, because again, subscriber number means nothing. It's all about hype. YouTube's all about hype. It's not about subscriber numbers. You had the hype. You had the people. You could have moved everybody from there to here, and you probably would have had 10% less views on your own channel. Look at Riot. Look at the Riot. Well, all right, they weren't getting no views until they put a big battle on there, and they got views. You guys would have had. You would have been the same thing. You would have been bigger because there was more hype around Midnight Madness than there was against Riot. Geechee Gotti and A-Ward 2 got 500,000 views. The Riot don't have that many subscribers. I bet you would have almost got. You would have probably been over 20,000 subscribers easy right now. Snake Eyes is sitting at 95,000 on URL. And they'd be sitting about. You probably have about 75,000 on your channel. All right, and if you really want to be for the battle rappers, my thing would have been like this: premiere it on your channel, all right, and give all the super chats to the battlers. Let them split the super chats, and then if you want, give them a percentage of the ad revenue, which might not be a lot because of probably limited ads, but it'll be something. It'll be something. At least they feel like they own something now. That they're gonna get paid, all right, in perpetuity. All right, for their work, for their hard work. And instead, now they're going to get the recognition, they're going to get the YouTube exposure, and they're going to get some money, like to make it feel like that they own something, instead of constantly just being workers for the rest of their lives. Workers. Then Bill Collector's going to come on Angry Fan and say, "I'm minus $350 in my bank account. I'm broke. Caffeine made me rich. I spend $1,500 a week on weed, but I'm broke." Okay.
When
No,
you
no,
put it
stop,
under the
stop, stop.
masses,
No,
it
no.
yes,
You
it
say you
makes
see. You just got my. You just mixed my words up because that's what y'all do. You said this is for the people. Never in my life,
that's
never
what
in my
y'all
life
do.
have I said this was for the people. Never had one time have I said this was for the fans or for the people. I said it was for the battlers.
Right.
Ask every single battler that was on their card. Did they have a good time and how was they
For the
handled?
battlers.
J2.
Ask the battlers if they had a good time. Do you see now the manipulation, bro? Ask them if they had a good time. Who cares if they had a good time or not? What are you talking about? Are we here to have fun and or are we here to make money and be and operate like that? This is what the industry does. This is the trick of the music industry. It's been going on since the beginning. Get these gullible little kids, these suckers, to make all this music and throw them a Rolex. Throw them a first class fucking ticket. Throw them a car. Throw them this. They did it to Pac. Suge Knight was doing it to Tupac. Buying him Rollies and this, that, and the other. And all this money's getting in. You know how much money they're raking in from All Eyes on Me? That's why Pac was so desperate to get out of that contract. It was a 3-album deal. Double album, All Eyes on Me. Machiavelli was the third, and he's out. Because he saw what was happening. Throwing him this, throwing him that. When Pac should be the one. That's his work. It's the battlers' work. They're the ones putting the blood, sweat, and tears in this. Not the league, not the record label owner. This is the scam. Oh, buy him a watch and shut him up because, that watch is literally 0.00001% of the profits they're going to make off of it. Do you understand the profits URL has made literally just off the 3 drops? How many app subscriptions do you think they got off Midnight Madness? All the hype. Any Midnight Madness stand that was not on the app, bought the app for sure. At least to watch Snake Eyes, at least for a month.
I could screenshot my DM from J2 right now. Matter of fact, let me read it. With the last DM I got before I sent out these. J2 said, I really appreciate you, bro. Shit really just pushed me further. 1,000%. Thank you.
He just sounds like a naive industry artist, man. Thank you. Like, just so sad.
I could read my text messages from Trufo. I could read my text messages from Drugs. Big T, me and him talk all the time. I did what I was supposed to do for who I said I was going to do it for. So how y'all feel don't matter. It's not for the people. Ask these niggas. Ask Big T. Hey, Big T, what other league ever flew? You've been battling as long as I've been battling, 13 years. What league ever flew you out first class?
I had one league flew me out first class other than this one.
When the last time you was on
recently,
YouTube? I ain't been on YouTube in 4 years.
Yeah, Alky Davis, but other than that, nobody else, especially you already.
Sweet aromatic.
I love you, cuss me.
No, I flew him out first class. What is he, a child? I flew him out first class? Who cares? Bro, this is superficial stuff, man. That's not an exchange for payment and for work and ownership. I flew you out first class. You sound exactly like the industry now. And they're falling for it, man. It's sad. It's sad to see, man. Because I understand how it is to be an artist. A lot of artists, they don't want to deal with the business end because they're artists for a reason. They love the art. And these people manipulate them and throw first-class tickets, and that's supposed to mean something. Who cares if you find first class or coach? What does that mean? You still got, because you have more leg room. You don't need payment now. That's enough. And to hear that, especially URL doesn't fly me first class. So the NBA, the greatest league of all time, that Sue Surf loves to big up, where it only matters. He's constantly churning them into this thing. Sue Surf is highly responsible for this, for the allure of what URL is, the way he talks about it, and he's so charismatic, and he can convince the masses when he speaks, right? And they don't even respect you guys to fly you in first class ever. Like the way he made it sound. Well, other leagues might, but definitely not URL. Because they're cheap. They're notoriously cheap. Before Caffeine came, they needed sponsors to pay these battlers. They don't want to pay out of their own pocket. Norms has said so. They're cheap. Now Caffeine's paying them. And when Caffeine's gone, they're going to be going back to being cheap. And it's going to be a rude awakening. And I think this is the transition to make these battlers realize, you're not going to get these $20,000, $30,000 paychecks anymore. Just do the Midnight Madness. All right, we're gonna get, it's gonna be the essence. Half of you are gonna, you're gonna battle for free, or we might throw you a little bit. The other half you're gonna get a little bit too, and it's all gonna be back to the essence. It's all for the culture. All right, we're gonna bring it back. It's conditioning. They're conditioning you to start taking less and less and less and less and less. And maybe that you guys need to take less, but I don't. I think battle rap has grown to a position, especially URL, especially with their app. I think the app has probably been very successful. If you see some of the, I know it's just reactions, but they get a lot of reactions in some of their battles. That shows you that, and you can only react 90 times per battle, or you can react 180 times per battle, right? 90 and 90 for each opponent, all right? One time. So you can't, if you take that, if we take that and divide it by like the highest reacted battle, you can kind of gauge what kind of number they have. And then you even look at, I would say that maybe 20% of people even push the reaction button. The other 80% don't even do it. So they're making money, and they're still cheap. They're still going to be cheap. So maybe you should stop bigging them up, and that gives me even more reason why you shouldn't have gave them this content and put it on your own channel and grew it for the battle rappers. Instead, it's just URL controlling everything again. Oh, but you flew them out first class, so they should be happy.
Easily out for that.
Come on, bro. Like that's what I'm saying. Niggas try to twist your words up so they can sell it to the people. And the battles are still going on YouTube. Like, how are you? I got it all. Put it with my stuff, T. I got it. Yeah, I got it. Add that together. How are you, like, who are you? Yeah, all together. Who are you that where the battle dropped that much? Like, you mean to tell me you a fan that much that you going to process the battle different if it's on Midnight Madness YouTube page or if it's on URL's YouTube page? You going to process the battle that much?
I agree with Surf there. As a fan, it doesn't matter where it drops. As a fan, it doesn't matter where it drops. 100%.
Different. Like, be a fucking fan. Like, I don't get that shit. Them niggas, like, you take the collective now of J2 and Bad News. Them niggas have more views on those battles than they, like, not away from, like, the rock battle and shit like that. But niggas is not seeing these battles, these numbers. There's nothing the nigga could talk about. And like I said, niggas just want to create. Niggas just want to create their own, bullshit because that's what comes with the views. Oh, Sue Surf said this and he lied. Does way more views than Gems covering Hollow the Don and DNA.
That's a fact. He ain't lying. Sue Surf said this and lied. Will do quadruple the views as a Hollow the Don versus DNA blog. 100%. That just goes to show you it's not about negativity. It goes to show you that the people who watch YouTube there's more people interested in the backstage news and drama than there is people who just want, because again, we're battle rap fans. All right, so Hollow and DNA gets announced. All right, we know how we feel about it. Like it comes redundant at a point to hear all these other people's takes on a certain battle. Like, we're human. Like, we can't pretend like to be interested in things. I'm not interested in hearing every blogger's take on said battle. Like, it's kind of lame. Oh, I think he's gonna, because most of the bloggers, it's the same thing. DNA, he's been hot lately. Hollow hasn't been that good. Well, he beat K-Shine, and DNA and 2-1 DNA. We'll see what. It's all the same. It's just redundant. So you're right, but there's nothing wrong with that. Every industry has a subsection of it that loves the backstage, the business end, everything. They love that stuff. It's what keeps you guys alive a lot of the time. It's not just the fans. It's the people talking about it. Negative or positive is always positive. URL knows this. They love the bloggers. They always love this. They love the negativity. They've told me. They love what I'm doing. They get it because it's continuing the conversation. And the more we talk about them, the more money they make. Now, I'm not directly trying to make them money. I just talk about what I'm interested in. And these are the things that I'm interested in. So sorry if you feel the type of way. It's not my problem. That's not my problem. Respectfully. If I say respectfully after everything, will you guys feel better about it? I feel like that's all I got to do. Yesterday I was told it's not what I say, it's how I say it. Well, respectfully. F off.
Yo, temperature.
It's a fucked up world that we live in.
It's not that deep, Surf. It's not effed up. It's really not.
Yeah, what's up, Polo? What's up, Polo, Jim,
What's the word?
Kenny, Big T, everybody. Now, I can't lie, I got a little bit of a pushback to what Sue Surf is saying because I don't consider myself a top 10 medium by any sense of the word, but I also know I've broken down both battles that dropped, or three quarters. I broke down the None and Snake Eyes. I broke down the K2 and Bad News. Those bar breakdowns, those bar recaps got like 300 views. The battles themselves don't.
Let's check your temperature, and he's right. Most bar breakdowns don't get any views unless you're Jay Black. Because people just go watch him no matter what. But more than likely, you know, or Vada Fly, something you will get views, you know, this, that, and the other. But, bro, most people, they don't. Ask yourself this. As a battle rap fan, why do I need someone else to tell me if someone won? What does that mean? I know who won. It's me. Battle rap is personal. It's an art. You guys can try to make it the sport, try to gamify it and sport it all you want. Bottom line, it's an art form. It's an art. It should be treated like an art. Okay? And art is personal to the person. What I like, I might like a bar, you don't. You might like a bar, I don't. Case in point, there's so many battle rappers that I think are one of the greatest of all time that a lot of you don't even consider in your top 20. A la Disaster and Sharon. And honestly, lately, I think Hollow's starting to lose that steam from the general battle rap community. You guys don't like Hollow. I didn't know that there was this much Hollow hate until I started blogging. Because I came in the game as a huge Hollow fan, and I didn't know. I thought everybody was a Hollow fan. I really did. And I was surprised that all the pushback I got. I get the Sharon stuff. You guys don't relate to him, but you got to try to. I wish you guys would try to respect it at least. A lot of people, but again, that's a personal thing. Maybe they don't want to respect it. Certain people watch battle rap because they relate. They don't even watch it. They like battle rap because they like to relate to the person that's rapping. And it's not for me to tell them they're wrong. It's not for me to tell. I can just give my opinion on why I think somebody's good or bad, and then they can agree or disagree. But it's not to say, it's not me being right or you being wrong when it comes to our battle rap opinions. Some people like to relate, I relate to this guy, relate with his struggle. I relate to what he's saying. That's why I like this man. I don't know what this guy's talking about. I don't relate to him. Me, I'm a little bit different. I can look on the outside looking in, and I like to put myself in other people's shoes. Like Sharon, I could tell like he's a little bit awkward and this and that, but he's got that aggression. He don't play, and he's one of the best ever as far as freestyling and putting it together and battling. All right. And I love to watch that story unfold. All right, a Disaster, someone like literally one of the only people that I can technically relate to on a personal level because he's Lebanese. I'm part Lebanese. I'm part Iraqi. All right, and we understand each other a little bit. All right, but then you got all the other battle rappers. Anybody, Sue Surf, Hollow. I can watch you guys and understand who you are, where you came from, how you're delivering it, and I can respect it. It can hit me hard. It can hit me. I can feel it because I'm still a human at the beginning of the day. I'm still a human, right? And I can respect that. So me, I look at it in certain ways, and other people look at it in certain ways. That's it. It's really simple.
Shout out the new and up and coming bloggers that are you know what I'm saying, breaking down the battles.
But again, that leads me to the point. Why bar breakdown blogs are passe. They're it's gotten old. You know, it's just so much. Most of the bar breakdowns are all the same. He said, ooh, that was fire. That was fire. That was cool. Ooh, I like this bar. Ooh, when you hit that. It's the same stuff. So, yeah, YouTube, there's going to be an audience that's more into the drama and the conversation behind the scenes. It creates a whole different kind of culture behind the culture. And I don't think that's wrong, man, at all. I think that's great. You need that. If you don't have that, then your culture's not growing. Because every culture that's successful has that subculture of behind-the-scenes bullshit, all that stuff. They all have it. If you don't have it, that means you're just too small. And you're not growing, and nobody cares. Nobody cares.
I respect that. So that's not pushback for me. That's just you saying that you did it. So that shows right there. You got up and coming battle. You got up and coming blog media. It's no different than what niggas is going through in battle rap. You got up and coming battle rap niggas that's busting their ass and not getting the proper type of money. And then you got top 10 niggas coming in here shit and bullshit. You got motherfuckers like you that, and I know you temperature check like I actually fuck with you in your name. You know what I mean? Type shit. But again, you're not the first one that come to mind when I'm speaking media. You know what I'm saying? So like, you know what I mean? Again, a good up and coming blogger that somebody should keep up with because you do cover the culture.
And keep doing it.
Even if it's at 300 views, at some point it's gonna be at 400 and 500. You gotta do that shit, bro. You have to.
Respect.
Yeah, I'm trying to get the in the building Midnight Madness.
That's easy now. You can pull up
One
next
of
month for sure. You definitely can pull up. I guarantee that's easy.
Coach,
I'm trying to get the end of he wants to get a ticket in because this is very exclusive to be there. I have no there's too much animosity. Too many of these guys are their feelings are so hurt by me. I hurt too many of their feelings, and I don't want to make them uncomfortable by being there. Like, what is this bozo doing here? He runs his mouth about me on Twitter. I mean, on his YouTube channel. Even though I don't lie, I just give my honest opinion, and it should be like that. And there's a lot of battle rappers that respect it, and that's awesome. Not all these battle rappers can handle it. They're artists, all right. A lot of them are very sensitive. You got to remember that they're very sensitive.
I walk by Big T. You can have the first class. I'm a coach type motherfucker.
Nah, that's easy, bro. That's easy. Cool, but like I said,
France, what's up?
Hey, France.
Nah, but real shit. It's funny why my shit got so much love over the years is because that whole I'm outside shit. Because the whole shit we always had against bloggers is like, you never see them at events, bullshit like that. Remember, we done talked about that for years. But me to be in the ring, the building,
you really said like,
I don't agree with the in the building stuff. All right, there's a lane for people in the building. There's a lane for people who aren't in the building. What in the building, bro? Again, we watched that virtual reality where the Drake card. Bro, it's all children there. Most of the kids, and that doesn't mean who's there is cool or not. I get what he's saying. Battle rap. I've been to events. It's like I haven't been to events. I've been to plenty of events, and he's 100% right. In the building is a whole different feel. It's a whole different feel, but that's an elitist way to look at it because only 1% of the people can be in the building. 99% of people who consume battle rap is not in the building. So why do we only give the in the building perspective? You have to give the on cam perspective. It only makes sense. You're catering to 1% of the audience when you talk about in the building, and then you in the building people always talk down and act like people who aren't in the building are like less than, or we're not enjoying this art like you are. That's ridiculous. It's different. It's better, and it's different. I wouldn't say always better, but it's definitely different. And I liked it. I like that feel. When I saw Nems and Head Ice in the building, that battle was amazing to me live. That battle sucks on cam. I understand. All those battles that night were great live, and on cam, a lot of them didn't translate. It is what it is. But 99% of people are on cam. Watch this stuff on cam. Maybe that's something the battlers have to try to work on themselves. It's not just catered to in the building, because in the building only lasts for that moment. On cam lasts forever. You need to remember that as an artist. And you guys get too caught up with the cool table in the building ridiculousness.
Yo, no funny shit, right? Like, that's why when I listen to these battlers and listen to certain niggas talk, it's almost laughable, right? Because just think about, like, how much these niggas talk about they in the streets. I don't do the spaces shit. I'm in the streets and I'm a real nigga and all that shit, right? Now, imagine if this was New York. Imagine a nigga talking about your block that had never been to your block. Would you respect that nigga?
Sir,
never. None of us in real life would ever respect the nigga that talk our hood, but don't pull up to our hood. But we're sitting.
There's nothing to do with battle rap, bro. Like, you're talking about hood stuff, and he don't come around, so now we don't respect him. So you don't respect people who aren't in the building. Like, what are you talking about, man? Just because you're in the building doesn't mean your opinion's valid, bro. All right, you just have a different perspective. That's it. And nobody's opinion's valid. All our opinion. No, I correct myself. All our opinions are valid. Every last one of us, because it only matters to us, and whoever wants to take it and listen to it.
They listen to Piper Boy, but they never seen him at a venue.
That's not. Piper Boy's been to plenty of battles. Like, what is he even talking about? He doesn't even know what he's talking about. He was at a Summer Madness in Vegas. He was in the one in New York. He was at the Double Impact, I believe. Like, he's been at multiple events. And he's like, how many events is enough for you? We have to be at all of them?
I see. You want Piper Boy shit today, but I did see him before. I ain't gonna lie.
The crazy.
I ain't gonna lie. He was in NY.
Look, I can show you DMs that say I fuck with you. Nah, I'm not. Look, 3. I can name mad niggas. 3 Letterman. I can name mad niggas. Like, if y'all not really in the trenches, y'all not media, y'all bloggers. Y'all sit.
Right? And bringing up 3 Letterman. 3 Letterman's never did nothing to nobody, man. I've talked to him on the phone. He's a good guy, man. He loves this stuff. 3 Letterman genuinely loves battle rap. He genuinely loves hip hop. He loves it from the bottom of his heart. He loves it, bro. And you're gonna just shade him and say he don't come to the events. This is what I'm talking about, bro. It's disrespectful, man. And then y'all want respect from us. Yeah, no.
home and talk about what y'all think.
Because even the ones that show you guys respect, Three Letter Man shows all the battlers respect, man. He barely goes negative. Barely. And when he does, it's always called for. It's always called for. And again, negativity to me is the positive thing. I don't care what y'all say. This whole trying to destroy negativity, like, shut up. You're being negative now to the bloggers. Why you being? I can say the same thing. Why you always being so negative about the bloggers? Why you always hating on the bloggers? You know, as you're complaining about us being negative, you're being negative about, and you're always negative about us. And then Big T's gonna wrap it up here. I want to get to it because I've been rambling so long. I don't want us to go this long.
I respect it.
Nah,
but call it what it is.
So you're saying you got to basically have a badge?
You gotta
Like,
come outside.
Nah, you have to.
If you in the house, you consider the
The
blog.
crazy part is
This is ridiculous, bro.
Even that,
you
not
don't
even
have
that.
to.
You ain't
You
even
hear this? Listen to how they're talking, bro, about bloggers that don't go to events, bro. It's sickening.
You can't even be a true fan if you don't come outside. You don't know the feeling. Like, you watch gyms.
That's not true at all. I'm sorry. You just said you can't be a true fan if you don't come outside. You just don't have a certain perspective. It doesn't mean you're not a true fan, bro. 99%. You just called 99% of all your fan base not true fans because only 1% of your fan base will ever come see you live. That's just a fact. I don't have to go to a concert to appreciate someone's music. That's your fault. If I don't appreciate you, if you're only to be appreciated in the building, that's your fault as an artist. You need to figure something out because there's plenty of battle rappers we can appreciate on cam. There's plenty of them.
You don't even
On
that's
YouTube,
cool, bro.
all my YouTube battles, you can look at that shit as all trash, right? But in the building,
I want to get to the Big T
You know what I'm
part.
saying? So now if you got Angry Fan or you got whatever, all right, this person is here for representation of. That still represents your brand. If I don't see Tone Bro, okay, but I see Cola. That means Black
There's more ridiculousness
Well,
about
I'll
being in the building.
App numbers, positive or negative. You're not
So France comes up and they had the problem with him and Big T about they reported the app numbers and Big T had a meltdown about it, and I don't understand why. You're 1-8, fam. They didn't say you suck. They just showed it.
Yep. You can park wherever. I'll call you when I'm done. Okay.
Yo, friends, what's up? Why you got your hand raised like you in class?
Yo, what's the word, man? Nah, ain't shit, man. I just wanted to chop it up with y'all. Real quick, I actually wanted to say to Big T, man, you know what I'm saying? We respect the Over Here Legends, no hard feelings when we report app numbers, positive or negative. You're not the first person. You won't be the last. You know what I'm saying? But salute to you nonetheless. You know, we don't take anything personal on our side of the world.
What happened with Big T?
He was sick with it.
No, you know, just whenever you post app numbers and, you know, they're losing or negative numbers.
Hey, my bad. Can I ask a question?
Go for it.
Who is like your staff? Like who
Big
are
T
your
talking.
staff? Like you're not just running this yourself, is you?
Yeah, no, we're about 10 deep. You know what I'm saying? Some of our reporters
They're
are down
10
in the chat.
deep?
You know, Tata Nina. A whole lot of us are named. I can't even begin. It's about 10
So
of us.
you saying so you're not saying any of your things you put out could be swayed by a person's personal opinion about a person?
I mean, the thing is, the app numbers are the app numbers. You know, like if you.
But I'm just saying,
Big T, you're 1-8, fam. What are you gonna do, bro? And honestly, your last two battles sucked. I get you. You've been good in the past. You're a legend. You'll always be a legend. I thought Eminem sucked on Revival. Is that me hating on Eminem? I guess it is. He's trash. It's an art. We can't pretend to. You can't force yourself to like an art. You can't pretend to like music. You can't pretend to like a song. I'm sorry. I know it hurts your feelings, bro, but you guys either just gotta not engage or listen. You don't need to be listening. You just don't listen. And the problem battle rappers have, they only hear the negativity. They never hear the positivity. And it's gonna be proven right here.
Just saying, all right. Y'all waited to this one to do this, okay? Y'all could have waited to why y'all didn't do it at 6, 7? You see what I mean?
No, I don't see what you mean. Because if they would have done it at 6, you would have been hating. They talk. I'm only 1-6. Oh, why you hating? 1-7. Why you hating? It doesn't matter what the number is. You're still 1 in whatever. That doesn't make any sense, Big T.
Right.
Like,
Well,
what
I
makes
think I
it
did
now?
have previous ones of you in the past. Like, I just wanted to know, like,
But you also don't have any good ones of me though. Like you don't have good.
That's not even true. He just says that because he doesn't care to see the good ones. Because they don't even care either. They dismiss all the good stuff and they only look at the negative. And because it's human nature, I guess. And it's something you got to look. I do that too. Sometimes when you guys leave comments, I read them. But the negative ones, I'm like, I might give more attention to, and that's a problem that I need to work on. We're human. We gravitate towards people talking trash to us because people being positive to us is like you don't learn anything from that. It's good to hear. It's good to be there, and it's good that people will show you love and all that stuff. But if you want to learn, you learn from someone who disagrees with you or doesn't like what you did. You know.
good numbers of Big T. Like, okay, what about when Big T beat Twerk? I don't see none of that. Like, I don't see nobody. I never seen
This is
no
ridiculous.
stats of that. But when Big T lose, more blogs come out more than anything. Nigga, what the fuck, nigga? I got out of here in 18 days to get busy with some young nigga I barely even watch battle, period. You feel what I'm saying? So nigga should be commemorating a nigga for even getting busy. All right.
No. That's not how it works. You don't just commemorate for getting busy. I'm sorry. You want special treatment. Because it's the Twerk effect. Everybody wants to give Twerk special treatment for choking. But some of my favorite battle rappers, they don't get that special treatment because they're not cool in this community. They get trashed on when they're not trash, in my opinion. But obviously people think they're trash. That's their opinion. I think it's crazy. I think they're insane. I think they have bad taste in art. But you can't force someone to have an opinion about art, man.
The nigga lost. I lost the battle. Nigga, I battled a million fucking times.
Yes, yeah, you have.
Nigga, y'all trying to do shit to slander a nigga name, bro.
It's not about slander, bro, at all. This is where they're bugging out.
Putting too many. I don't want to talk about it like that. But it is what it is, man. Keep doing your thing, man. It is what it is, man. Let's talk battle rap.
No doubt. Salute.
Yo, Truthful, what's up?
What's good? What's good?
What's up? I see you.
Big
I'm
one
just saying,
dog.
blog when I win too, though. You feel what I'm saying?
100%.
Hey,
Blog when I win too.
Bill Collector. Blog when I beat Bill Collector. Blog when I did good against Rum Nitty, though. You feel what I'm saying? Just don't.
If you were memorable and you caught our attention and you hit it, if we felt it, then we would blog on it, bro. That you can't force anything. And any new blogger out there, I want to give you this advice: never force a blog. I'm on here right now because I feel passionate about this. Never force a blog. Don't blog because you think you're supposed to blog on something. Never. Don't listen to these guys. It doesn't matter what they think. Because when you start blogging forcefully and because you think you're supposed to blog on this, you think you're supposed to blog on that, all right, then the people will know you're not being genuine. It'll show on cam. This is a number one thing you need to learn on YouTube. Don't ever do something you're not passionate about. When you see me blogging on something, it's because I'm passionate about it. And it comes off and people can feel that I'm passionate about it. They hear me. There's been maybe 2 or 3 blogs in the entire 3 years I've done where I wasn't passionate about it. And every single time the people could tell. And I never did it again. Let me leave it there, man, because it's gone on way too long. Love you guys, man. Peace.